Hello to everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Michaela Valletta, also known as the Renaissance Amazon. And if you don't follow me on YouTube, Instagram, be sure to follow me at the_Renaissance_Amazon_81. I'll put the page below. And also be sure to check out my other YouTube page, The Body Scientist 81, where I talk more about health and fitness, science, and also I just started a new travel page in which I will also be doing a lot of videos. I'll put links to that below as well. So be sure to follow me on those channels as well. And I'm going to jump on IG Live. I would do this on YouTube Live, but I'm in Colombia right now, and I'm in Colombia right now, and every time I do YouTube Live, it's blurry. So I decided to record this on a regular camera to post on YouTube. But I'm going to do my IG Live, so give me one moment. We're going to be talking today about botanicas and stuff in Cali. So, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 minute. I'm sorry. Thinking in English and Spanish. Can't talk right. Give me one moment to set up my IG Live. I'm in Medellin, Colombia right now. I'll put links below to the Airbnb that I'm staying in because it's amazing. I just left Cali. Okay, so hold on. Let me go live. Okay. Okay, hello everybody out there in IG and YouTube. Okay, just that quick, it started raining because I'm in Medellin, which is the city of eternal spring. So as we know, in the spring, it rains a lot. So if you ever come to Medellin, or probably any place tropical, always have an umbrella. So the rain's kind of loud, and it's kind of fitting for what I'm about to talk about. Now it's getting super loud. Hope you guys can hear me. Okay, so I'm in Medellin right now, but I was just in Cali, Colombia, and I wanted to do a video about my trip to the farmer's market and my discovery of all the botanicas and stuff in Cali. Let me know if you can't hear me, because now the rain is super loud. I'm glad I didn't get stuck in it. Okay, so I'm not sure, like with all of you, how familiar you are with various indigenous spiritual practices. But Colombia is a very Catholic country, like a lot of Latin America. But just like Cuba and Dominican Republic, probably Puerto Rico, a lot of these Catholic Spanish-speaking countries practice African spiritual traditions. But traditional African spiritual tradition in the Americas also has a huge Native American influence. That's why I like to call it Afro-Indigenous, because even Haitian voodoo is not solely African. The deities involved in Haitian voodoo is not solely African. Some of them are Arawak deities. Some of the practices, some of the herbs, some of the things that they use actually come from indigenous people in the Americas. So it's not, when people say like Ifa and voodoo, when they say it's African, it's just as much Native American as it is African. And this is something I've been researching for years. I mean, if you think about it, Africans came here naked, so you have to use the flora and fauna from the Americas. If you know anything about indigenous spiritual practices, there's spirits involved in every stone, every tree, every animal you use. So you have to address those spirits, you have to learn certain things. So there's no way that a tradition how it's practiced in Africa could be practiced the same way in the Americas. So these so-called African traditions, like Ifa, like Haitian voodoo, really have just as much of a Native American element. And so I went to the farmer's market in Cali, Colombia. Cali it was about 30-minute flight from here, but driving it's about 8 hours or something. And Cali has more black people than Medellin, but still it's not like a mostly black city. But when I went to the farmer's market just to see what they had, there were lots of botanicas, or what we call botanicas in the United States. And botanicas are places that they're usually run by Spanish-speaking people. In New York, it could be Puerto Ricans or Dominicans. I've seen Mexican ones in Chicago, but the Mexican one I went into in Chicago was a little bit different. It didn't have the African elements, which again shows you that this stuff is African and Native American. When you see it in like the Puerto Rican and Cuban versions, they'll have these African statues of African deities of Oshun, of Shango, of Batala, but then they will also have like an Indian man, like a Native American chief or something. So you definitely see that. There's things like cascarilla, also known as apun, which is like this white powder that is used in a lot of traditional African spiritual practices over here. To my knowledge, cascarilla, from my knowledge, actually comes from Native Americans. It comes from indigenous people, and it's a white powder. It can be used to mark off ancestral altars, Avon altars, and it can be used for other things. I definitely know in Haitian voodoo, like I danced for a Haitian folklore dance company for years, and I don't always understand, or didn't always understand everything we were doing and the meanings behind everything, but definitely one thing I learned from dancing with the Haitian folklore company was that they would use this in the Dance of the Dead, banda, which is one of my favorite Haitian dances. They would use this white powder that they would put like all over their face and mark themselves up with. And I think it could be a spoon mixed with a little bit of water. It's raining so hard. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So there's something called agua de Florida, or agua de Florida, Florida water. And the history behind Florida water is kind of suspect. Please, yes, I'm still in South America. Please let me know if you can't hear me over this rain. I am so sorry. I hope this comes out good on YouTube. But Florida water, apparently the story behind it is that it comes from Ponce de Leon, when he actually landed in my father's hometown of St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine, Florida is the oldest town in America. And the way the story goes is that Ponce de Leon landed there and the people were so young and youthful looking that he thought he found the fountain of youth. Now, I don't know like how true it is. One thing I do know is if you look at the primary documents of the Spaniards who landed in Florida, they wrote about how beautiful the indigenous people were, how they were in such great condition, how the men who were in their 80s were only slightly weaker than men who were like 18. You know, they talked about the women, seeing women swim across the river with babies on their back. So they were amazed at the health and youthfulness of the indigenous people in Florida, also in the Caribbean. So that was actually written about in primary documents. Now, in most botanicas, you can find Florida water, and anybody who practices any kind of African spiritual tradition usually have Florida water. There's only one brand that I've seen in the United States, and that one brand is made in New York. So the history about it is like, oh, Ponce de Leon thought he discovered the fountain of youth, and then Florida water started being made in New York, and it's like, it's supposed to have essential oils, but the one particular brand that I've always seen in the United States, I've only seen one brand that is made in New York, and when you look at the ingredients, it's basically just alcohol and food coloring. So to me, I never understood what could be so special about this water if it's just a bottle of alcohol and food coloring. And food coloring is actually very toxic. Traditionally, Florida water was made with different essential oils, right? It could have lavender, bergamot, what else could have been in it? Maybe some kind of citrus oil, maybe a lavender oil, something, yeah, like maybe roses, patchouli sometimes. So there's different essential oils mixed with alcohol. Could be vodka or rubbing alcohol. And I know in Native American traditions they use vodka a lot in ceremonies. Just like Haitians and maybe Cubans will use rum a lot. So spirits, you know, the alcohol. And Florida water was used to cleanse the aura, right? To cleanse your aura from negative energy. Because, yes, people can, whether you believe it or not, people can send energy at us that can affect us, okay? Or you can just pick up things. You can pick up things from being around people, from being out around people. You just pick up their fucking negative shit, their negative energy, whatever demons are around them gets on you. Just like our physical bodies can get dirty from being around dirty people or touching dirty things, and we come home and wash. Same thing with Florida water. So when I went to the farmers market in Cali, there were lots of botanicals, and they said like ifa, regla de ocha. That's all like African ifa like stuff. So there hasn't been much written about. Oh damn, that sucks. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on, I'm just doing something. Um, there has been a lot written about African spiritual traditions and syncretism in Cuba, in Haiti, in Brazil, a little bit in Puerto Rico and stuff like that, but I haven't seen much written on Colombia. And one of the reasons why I came to Colombia was because I wanted to study the dances and the rhythms here, the Afro, Indigenous dances and rhythms in Colombia. But of course, tied to that, also you deal with spiritual traditions. But not much has been written and documented on the music and the dancing, let alone the spiritual stuff. So definitely they practice Ifa in Colombia because when I went to the farmers market in Cali, they had like fruits, vegetables, herbs, flowers, and botanical stands, right? So I just want to show you like the Florida water that I got here. This is the one that's made in Colombia. It's different than the one in the States. I don't know if you can see this. It's different than the one in the States. This is not the same brand that I always see in the States. This one's actually made in Colombia, and this is agua de flores, is what they call it. Agua de flores, so it's like flower water, basically. And this one also, it's pretty much the same ingredients. It's I'm trying to see it. Okay. It says water, alcohol, and a fragrant cologne, right? Now, I think it's always better to make your own Florida water. You can get the essential oils. There are people on YouTube who have recipes for it. One time, the girl that I studied with in California, Pakistani, also known as Indigenous Mama, I always talk about her. She uses it when she's working on people to cleanse before and after, not to pick up their energy. So it's a good practice to have, to stay spiritually cleansed. But I remember she had a friend who made it from California who was indigenous. And I think that's better than like buying some fake stuff. But I'm just showing you that this agua de flores was made in Colombia. Made in Colombia. See it on both. So it's a different brand, okay? So I found a different brand than what's made in New York. In the United States. Then Palo Santo. A lot of people talk about sage. I like sage, but I prefer Palo Santo. This is a big bag of like Palo Santo. Palo Santo, they are like big wood sticks, big wooden sticks that come from fallen trees, particular fallen trees in South America. And so they don't cut down trees to get this. They get it from trees that have naturally fallen and gone through a certain process. Palo Santo is a wood, I love the way it smells, that you burn to also cleanse the energy around you. So in case you picked up any negative energy from somebody or anything like that, use it to cleanse your energy fields, use it to cleanse your space, the same way sage is used. Funny enough, I couldn't find sage at that farmer's market, and I wasn't looking for dry sage to burn. I was looking for sage to put like in an herbal steam or like the actual herb, the living herb, before it gets dried out. But they didn't have it. They didn't have sage. It was interesting. But this was dos mil pesos. So dos mil, tres mil is $1. So 3,000 of their dollars is one of ours. This was 2,000. So this was less than $1. Less than $1 for this big, and you probably can't really tell on the computer how big this bag is, but this is a big bag of Palo Santo. And I have big hands, you see? Big bag. This would cost you like $15 in the States for all this, right? This is less than $1. Then, of course, they have all kinds of candles and herbs and stuff like that. Essential oils, I wanted to make my own Florida water and make some of my own stuff. And so they had a lot of these oils, like this is a musk extract that they have, and bergamot extract. We got citronella, lavanda, which is lavender, right? All these different extracts. Um, Dinella, which is cinnamon, these powders. Now, all of these, they were $2,000 as well, so less than $1. Now, when I was at a different stand, I asked the woman if her oils were natural. She told me no. Now, this woman, I asked her, this stand, they're natural. She told me yes. But again, when people tell you something is natural, you can't always take their word for it. Like, if you don't see the ingredients to find out exactly how they made it, they could be lying. So there's different, and I talk about this on my page, The Body Scientist 81, about how to really evaluate the quality of certain ingredients. Because certain things that are supposed to be good for you, like even incense. Incense can be extremely toxic if you have bad quality incense, low quality incense, and most incense is low quality. And so these are kind of things I talk about and really get into on my page, The Body Scientist 81. So be sure to watch my videos on that page and learn more. Because when it comes to your health, what you don't know can hurt you. Now, because this is purple, I'm assuming they use some food coloring in this. Now, if this is actual natural lavender extract with food coloring, I don't know. I can't even get the top of this. Wait a second. This smells a little bit like cleansing products, like lavender cleansing products, which tells me it's probably not natural. Right? Okay. Let's see citronella. Let's see what this one smells like. It's a good thing I wasn't outside working out. I wanted to go work out, and I would have been mad if I got stuck in the rain because the gym is outside, which makes me wonder how they can maintain the equipment if it gets rained on all the time. But I haven't worked out since I've been here, and I feel like my body's wasting away. Okay, so citronella. This is extracto. It says citronella extracto, which means it's citronella extract. Can't really tell if these are natural. They smell like they might be maybe partially natural, partially enhanced. I'm gonna smell one more. Let's smell this bergamot. The thing is, though, that I will say, though, is that my experience traveling throughout this country, people seem to have very good energy. People seem to have very healthy babies and happy families. Out of being in Cartagena twice, Medellin twice, and Cali twice, I haven't seen anybody fighting in the street. Haven't seen anybody yelling at anybody. Haven't seen anybody looking unhappy. People have lots of babies. All the babies seem happy. Mothers don't act like their babies are a burden. People don't, it's like, you don't even see babies crying. The only time I heard a baby cry this whole time was on my flight from Bogota to here. So this is citronella? No, this is not. Bergamot. This actually smells like it might be real. So I don't know. There might be a mixture of real and not real. But whatever they are, they obviously still must work because people use them. People wouldn't keep using them. And agua de flores is just really good to carry, to have what you do plants, And over the years, there's times that I was not disciplined about that. But there's something that's really important. And me being here has made me focus more on those things that I haven't been focusing on. Sometimes we have to follow the messages from our ancestors. I know I do. Some people maybe don't have to do that. I know I have to. And because I have the ability to work from other places, I've made the choice to stay here for 2 more weeks. I just felt like I needed to be in my head. I needed to focus on self. I needed to nourish myself, do some research. I'm at peace in Colombia. Starting to miss home now, but I'm at peace here. And just doing like my own independent research. You guys know I'm interested in the music, the dance, the culture. The fact that they are so much about sexuality. There's a lot of things I'm interested in when it comes to that. But to dig more into Afro-Colombian culture and stuff is not so easy. It's like the black people here the black community seem to be kind of hidden. Even in Cartagena, which is a very black place, every time you go out, it's tourists, tourists, tourists. So this time, when I go back to Cartagena at the end of this week, I hope that a friend that I met there last year will show me. He told me he'll take me to some things, and so hopefully I'll get to see like the real face of Cartagena. Um, the black people do, Los Gentes Negros, and find out more about their spiritual practices. But definitely all of the, you saw the Yemaya, the Shango, the Eju, all of that stuff here in Colombia. So anybody who's watching this video who knows about spiritual practices in Colombia, please write some notes below, because YouTube can be used as a good way to do research. If anybody has any books that I should read, because over the years I've read many books on these topics and never saw any real discussion on Colombia. Okay, there's been a lot of research on Brazil, on Haiti, on Cuba. I know some stuff about Dominican Republic, but not so much on Colombia. So definitely let me know if you know anything, and I will keep researching. But that was just an interesting discovery. I also have pictures on Instagram where I show, like, in Cali, they had this whole building that was called La Familia Ifa. So it was like an Ifa family house, and it had paintings of black people and indigenous people. Because again, this is Afro Indigenous. I keep saying that. They had those paintings on the outside of the building. But every time I passed, the building was closed. So I'm not sure what that building was for, but it definitely said La Familia Ifa, Ifa family. And so Ifa is practiced in Colombia. I'm not sure how much it is in Medellin. I haven't been to any farmers markets or anything in Medellin. But there's a lot of other things, to share and say about my discoveries in Colombia, and I will. Okay? So be sure to follow me on YouTube, The Renaissance Amazon. Be sure to follow me on YouTube at The Body Scientist 81. And be sure to follow my new travel YouTube channel that I will share the videos below on this YouTube page. And follow me on Instagram. And if you have any questions or things that you would like for me to speak about in regards to Colombia, let me know. And I will do it on one of my channels, okay? Or try to. So have a good day, people. Bye.